Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. If you follow this channel much, you know that I love stoves. As Wrangler Star would say, they give me the fizz. So you can imagine my excitement when the company JetBoil reached out to me and asked me to help introduce their latest stove system to the world. It's time to show you guys the Ultralight JetBoil Stash. Thanks for watching. Years ago, I picked up the JetBoil Flash personal stove system, and like most people that use it, I love the functionality and the efficiency that it brings on trail. But like I said in my review several years ago, I never really saw myself bringing it out on trail for overnighters because of its size and its weight. The Flash's dimensions are 4.1 by 4.1 by 7.1, and it weighs 13.1 ounces. It's great, and it does exactly what it's designed to do: boil water fast. But it just didn't fit my ultralight mentality on the trail. Well, the folks at JetBoil have heard those complaints over the last several years, and I'm excited to say they've decided to do something about it. The JetBoil Stash is the lightest backpacking stove system ever made. Let's take a good look at it. So this is the JetBoil Stash. How cool is this little piece of kit? Super lightweight. Dimensions 5 by 4.25. Total weight like this is 8.3 ounces, but you can easily shave that down. We're going to open this up. You can see that the handle just flips out very easily. You squeeze in here to bring it down, just like that. We're going to take off the top, and you'll see something very interesting with the top. Now, this is not a can of fuel. This comes with your stash. It's a little container you can use for whatever. It's kind of neat. But it shows you that the fuel canister actually attaches to the lid. And you can see on the inside it is specifically designed to keep a mini Bic lighter in there. So you have your flame source right here and your fuel. All you have to do is look one of these little detents, pop it out, and there's your top. And that's where your fuel will go. We'll take out the stove. I'll show you that here in a second. And of course this is the pot itself. The lid goes on very securely and very easily. It is a 0.8 liter pot. As I said, it has the flux ring technology. It weighs 5.1 ounces on its own. The cool thing is that even though it's a smaller pot, it maintains that 2-cup boiling capacity of the JetBoil Flash. You can safely boil 2 cups, which is super nice. It's made out of aluminum, not titanium. I asked the question, and my contact spoke to the engineers, and it pretty much makes sense. It's what I would have expected. As far as how much weight you would have saved making this out of titanium, it's pretty minimal compared to the increased cost that it would cost you and I to get one of these if it was made out of titanium. So they decided to make it out of aluminum, and a 5.1 ounce mug like this is pretty lightweight. You can see it does have some markings on the outside, both in milliliters and ounces. It comes with the stove. The stove is a separate standalone piece, and it is made out of titanium, and it is 2 ounces. Open it up just like this. There it is. You can see it. You just pop this open. Very nice little piece of kit. Make sure that it's focused. A couple of things to note. You can see these little divots here and over here. That's for the pot to actually sit in. It pops right on there. You can see it does keep it pretty positively on there. Of course, it's not as secure as the Flash where you actually kind of screw it on, but it does work. It also has these little areas on the bottom here to use with the JetBoil hanging system if you want to. There's a good look at the burner. Again, 2 ounces, super lightweight, made out of titanium. Of course, you also get the orange stabilizer for the fuel canister. I usually don't use this. If you take this out and this out, you have a 7.1 ounce ultralight backpacking cook kit. Now, the JetBoil Flash claims to boil 2 cups of water in 2 minutes 30 seconds. And the Stash carries that on and says it can do the same. 2 minutes 30 seconds for 2 cups of water. Now, I'm not aware of what the conditions were when JetBoil put out these parameters. What was the ambient temperature? What was the beginning temperature of the water? What was the elevation relative to sea level? We don't know those things. So the best thing to do is to get my old Flash out, see how fast it boils 2 cups of water this morning, and then we'll do the same with the JetBoil Stash. So 58-degree water, that's pretty cold. This is not gonna be 2.5 minutes, I can tell you all that. And that's totally expected. Let's get this going. Crank it up all the way, and let's see how long it takes. And we're gonna call it right there because it's definitely boiling. 4 minutes, 46 seconds. So 4 minutes, 30 seconds to 4 minutes, 45 seconds for the flash to boil 2 cups of water. Let's recycle everything, get some cold water into the stash, and see how it does. $60 degrees, basically what the other one was, 59, 60 degrees. Let's get this going. Well, I just ran out of freaking gas. That's okay. The life of a YouTuber, huh? I don't have any more cold water, so I can't restart. But this is literally seconds later. There we go. So we may be off a couple of seconds, but we're gonna get the general idea, right? And it's boiling. It's boiling. So right the same, 4 minutes, 36 seconds for the stash to boil 2 cups of water. Very similar, if not a little bit faster than the flash. Now it's possible that the flash got hurt a little bit at the end there because of decreased fuel, obviously. But that's about what we got, so I'm very pleased with that boil time. Now, longer boil times than those claimed by JetBoil are not surprising at all. They'll definitely tend to use more favorable conditions than we have today. My water started off pretty cold, and it's about 35 or 40 degrees out here ambiently. What's important is that the stash keeps up with the JetBoil Flash as far as how quickly it boils water, and it does so for significantly less weight, 6 ounces less to be precise. Another major advantage of the stash system is that you don't have to have an adapter to use a different pot than the one that comes with it. Now, a different pot, of course, would have less efficiency than the flux ring technology. Now, at least that's what we would think. So yes, in case you're wondering, I will be doing another video in the near future to see if that flux ring really makes a difference. Sacrifices were made to make this a more lightweight system. No longer do you have that nice, comfortable cozy that fits around the pot. Instead, you have a fold-out handle. I also wonder whether the open nature of the design with the stash instead of that closed area like the flash where the flame actually is, will that lead to more wind susceptibility? Yes, I also foresee another video looking into that very specifically. Is the stash more susceptible to the wind than the flash? But in the end, I think it's clear that JetBoil has accomplished their goal, taking hikers like me, who in the past were very weary to take the flash because of its size and weight, reconsider taking a JetBoil on the trail. So will this become my new ultralight cook kit on trail? I don't know for sure, but I do know that it's going to be in my pack for my next overnight trip because I think it has the potential to be the perfect overnight cooking companion. Well, I guess we should discuss the price. I'm sure you guys are curious what the price of this system will be. When I first heard from JetBoil, I figured it would be an all titanium, super expensive kit, several $100s. I'm very pleased to see that they're keeping the price point pretty reasonable, $129.95. The Flash is $109.95, and some of their larger systems are a little bit more expensive. Smaller and more expensive, you say? Well, as I've said in the past on other videos, such is the ultralight game. Now, as I'm editing this up, I just want you guys to know that things can make a big difference. So after we boil water out on the trail with much colder water and colder ambient temperatures, I did run another test here starting with 70-degree water inside of my nice toasty 70-degree home, and you'll see how much faster it boils with better conditions. had this system for about 3 weeks testing it out. That's as much time as JetBoil let me have it before the announcement to the world. I've used it as much as I can. I've taken it to the office several times just to boil up some water, make some coffee, just to get myself used to the system a little bit better. First off, I have to thank JetBoil for the opportunity to review this system and get my hands on it before almost anybody else out there has. As a content creator who focuses on stoves and outdoor equipment, this is pretty much as good as it gets. The Stash is available for pre-order today, January 27th, and it will be available and start shipping on February 26th. Let's stop for a second. I want to thank everybody for joining us who's new to the channel. If you found us because of the JetBoil Stash, I want to ask you a couple of favors. First off, hit that like button down below. It really helps me and the channel grow and helps spread things across YouTube. If you're not subscribed and you want to make sure you check out the rest of my videos, not just the ones I talked about, looking at the flux ring or looking at the wind susceptibility of the Stash, but all kinds of other stove videos, outdoor activities, knife reviews, and outdoor trips, of course, make sure you hit the subscription button and hit that notification bell as well to make sure you're notified when I release new videos. Take a look down below. I have a playlist with almost 100 stove related videos, stove reviews, all kinds of cool stuff. Make sure you check that out. Not just gas stoves, but wood stoves, solid fuel stoves, alcohol stoves, all things stoves. Here on Paleo Hiker MD, we love checking out new products, and nothing is more exciting than getting your hands on something like this before everybody else does. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them down below in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And if I can't answer them, I'll talk to my contacts at JetBoil, see if I can get you an answer. As always, guys, I really appreciate you checking out the Paleo Hiker MD channel. I hope you have a great rest of the winter. Stay tuned for more videos soon.